So let me ask you guys a question. Do
Go
you
ahead.
guys put your phone on disturb? Is that what you do? So if somebody make an incoming call, it's like every time I do a Zoom interview, it's like I can never get it right. So do you guys put it on disturb or airplane mode? Just give me.
I usually put mine on airplane mode. So long as you got Wi-Fi, just put it on airplane mode and stay under your Wi-Fi. You'll be connected. Yep.
But definitely make sure you're still connected to your Wi-Fi.
Yeah. You got to stay connected to the Wi-Fi though.
Yo, what is good, family? Y'all know what it is. Y'all can't see my face. I'm in the background today, but y'all know what time it is. It's time for the Fixx Radio Show, where we got some dope interviews every single week. Y'all know what it is. Y'all see it. Y'all know it. Y'all get it. Y'all know what we do, man. Collaboration. We collaborate because collaboration thrives creativity. And remember to always create because you're created by the creator. This is what we do. Check us out. Tune in. We got some dope interviews today. Stay tuned. Drop some comments. Drop some questions. Let's have evoke. Don't ask me what evoke is. Tierra looking at me because she don't even know what that word means. I just made that up just now. Evoke the conversation, okay? Stay woke. We started. So as soon as Focus want to start, we can start. I just had to talk to my people. That was it. I ain't talked to them in a few days.
Bless your life, sir. Intro song playing.
So much.
Got him. Look, real hip-hop revealed that it fits. Pure, you can feel it in the mix. Finally start pushing the culture forward, this is it. Proceed at your own risk. Got him. Beats, bars, of life, giving them truth in it. Screaming revolution when only a few minutes. My sentiments exactly everything that we do clutch. Another reason to turn the volume up. Sheesh, know what we stand on. Solid ground we been in. Say it's no use, the culture was out of hand. But now out of reach, we gotta stick to the plan. Dark days put the sunshine in it. Good news, I'm proof that it's living. Yeah, revolving the art, the shot go with it. Keeping the beats on the plot, don't miss it. Welcome to the city, stand up. James left, but the king still reigns here. No tears, no love lost, no rain here. Delivers, I promise, Santa reindeer. Love for the city still resides here. Fix for your ailment, faith that resides outside the lines. Detox your mind, cause it matters. Art outside the box, we paint splatter. The fix is in, and we rock a channel. We rock with them for what's deep within. Expose those who talk but don't live. Expose those who talk but don't live. Take offense, judge by the fruit from the tree. But if the fruit tastes like the streets, and money is the fruit that they speak, so tell me whose faith do they seek? Repeat, take offense, judge by the fruit from the tree. But if the fruit tastes like the streets, and money is the fruit that they seek, so tell me whose face do they seek? The Fixx is in.
Yes, sir. You're now tuned into the Fixx, your source of faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. I go by the name of DJ Focus. Squad in here with me. What's up, T?
Hola, everyone. It's so good to see you all. Well, wait, I can't see you yet, but yeah, it's good to be here.
That's what's up. Always. A. Jones, always in the background. And once again, you are tuned into the Fixx. And of course, our mission here is to expose the culture to positive but relevant music that keeps Jesus Christ at the center of the message. And we got another hot show as always. We got some hot interviews, and right now, we got one right now. We're going to start the show off with a hot interview. We got a somewhat of a legend within CHH. I call him an underground legend. I got a chance to hear this brother, man, some years back. I think the first time I heard him, he was featured on a project Mr. Dale had put out. And I just always appreciate somebody being a former street guy, somebody gritty, somebody I can relate to. Fro, what's good, bro?
What's up, bro? You all right? Y'all good?
And I'm good, man. I appreciate you rocking with us today, man. You all right?
Oh, man, it's love, man. You know what time it is.
Yes, I do, man. Hey, before I get into the interview, man, I might have to come to your city, man, and get one of them Chevys, man. You keep a lot of hot Chevys, man. I was looking through that Instagram page. I'm like, man, he keep him a classic.
Yeah, man. You know, I do that Oldsmobile Cuddy, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull it out on him. You know what I mean? Represent that kingdom for real. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what's up. So we like to always start off, man. First question asking, man, can you share a little bit of your faith story, kind of how you came to Christ, or maybe a testimony where God finally really pierced your heart, where you really started to say, you know what, I need to turn my life around and do this for God for real?
Yeah, my story, you know what I'm saying, is different than a lot of other stories. You know what I mean? Man, you know, a lot of people, you know, when it's like when they come to Christ, they always kind of down. You know what I mean? They was in jail and got shot. You know what I'm saying? They got robbed. For me, I was up. You know what I mean? And man, bought my first house at 21. Man, had the money. Man, had the cars. Man, doing what I was doing. You know what I mean? Getting it in. And man, God came into my living room. And man, I'm gonna be real with you. I was watching pornography, man. Like, God came into my living room and tapped me on my shoulder. And when he tapped me on my shoulder, man, he told me he wasn't pleased with me. And remind you, man, I was the type of dude that was like, man, why we paying tithes? Why we going to church? What's the purpose? God don't need my money. Like I was one of them type of dudes, you know what I mean, who was against Christianity to a certain extent. You know what I mean? To me, it was kind of like, you know what I mean, like if God is this, why is all this happening? Why is this happening? So I was against the faith, you know what I mean? And man, I'll never forget, man, I'm sitting in the house, man, I'm doing everything you name, you know what I mean? I was really into like credit card scheming. Like that's what I would get your social security number, man. I'm gonna order things online. I'm gonna order even all of it, you know what I mean? It come to a different address. I was on that type of stuff. And man, God came into my living room, man, one night, man, it just changed my life. And man, to the point where, man, I was so geeked that I was like so like shocked that like he actually came and spoke to me for real. Cause I had heard people say, man, God will speak to you, God will do this or that. But I never had experienced that. You know what I mean? I was the type of dude that'd be at church, man, I'd be making fun of the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? When I would go, people jumping around, they shouting, I'm laughing, I'm joking, I'm thinking, and I'm a grown man at this time. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't no kid, you know what I mean? So I'm sitting here laughing and joking at the Holy Spirit, you know what I mean? And so I was one of them type of dudes when I would go. And man, like I just remember him coming into my living room, man, and just putting hairs on making the hairs on my arms stand up to the point where I was just like, wow, he real. You know what I mean? And I was just blown away. You know what I mean? It changed my life. And it wasn't that I became perfect, but what I did, I started striving to get away from the things that the world was convincing me was success. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good. So speak a little bit about your spiritual regimen. So, you know, through that process of you transforming and trying to get away from doing all the stuff that you was doing that was kind of wrong to try to make stuff right. What was your spiritual diet like? Like, you know, were you going to a church at the time? Were you like studying and reading your Bible at the time? Like, you know, what was that process kind of going through that?
So for me, and it was a God's plan. It was God's plan. And I did start trying to go to my grandmother's church for a second, where I was so-called when I would go. But it was another guy, man, who met me in the streets. And man, he really prophesied to me, man, like, and at this time, I was reading my Bible, like I was trying to do my own thing. I still was going to a church that I would consider to be dead. You know what I mean? So it really didn't get my attention, but I still was reading my scripture, reading my Bible, things like that, and still I still was going to the church. And I did, you know, at that time, you know, go up front, give my life to the Lord, you know, at that time at the church that I really felt like, you know, wasn't really just moving like I would like it to, but God put somebody in my life and I started getting discipled. And in Memphis, we got a program called Downline. And I don't know if you know Sue Campbell, if you're familiar with Sue Campbell. Anyway, he does a lot of church planning. And so this guy started discipling me. And man, it went from there. You know, he really started pouring into me, you know, really started giving me the word, really started meeting with me every day. Like once a week. And man, we would just we do Bible study, and man, we would watch God just work. You know what I mean? I would watch God just work. So at that time, it was still one of those things where, you know, before he came, I would be reading the scripture, I would be doing my thing, going to the church that I was going to, but God just put somebody else in my life to send me to another church, and man, we just started growing from there.
I love that it was somebody there to catch you.
Yeah.
And be in the beginning, like as you were a babe in Christ. So talk a little bit about some of the people who, as you have matured, not just in church, but in your music, who have kind of been like those that carried you, that are safety net, or the hidden figures that kind of keep you grounded and make sure that you're solid.
So your phone kind of went out a little bit at the beginning. Can you give me the question one more time?
So you talked a little bit about the people in the beginning of your spiritual walk that kind of help you get through that. So who are some of the people just along, not just spiritually, but in your music career, and maybe just in your life period, who have kind of continue to help you grow and make sure you remain solid.
Right. So for me, when I came into, so I just reversed just a little bit. I was doing the rap in the world.
Okay.
And when God came and tapped me on my shoulders, I just stopped. I stopped doing music. It wasn't so where I'm from, and I think that's around the country, gospel rap, isn't in the forefront. It isn't popular. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Only guy in my city I knew that was doing gospel rap was Mr. Dale. And when I heard of him, it wasn't through like, I'm trying to go listen to him. It was when he converted from 3 6 Mafia and started doing gospel rap. So when he started doing gospel rap, I had no idea how serious, gospel rap was. You know what I mean? I thought maybe, he might have just been doing it, just to be doing it. And so for me, I sat for a whole year. So I had no idea that CHH existed. You know what I mean? It was kind of one of those things where I was like, okay, that's what's up. But I still didn't go into it. So I sat for a whole year, man. No music, no nothing. It was just me, God, being a disciple, and the people that were around me. Mm-hmm. And so when God came to me, he said, I want you to do gospel rap. And I'm like, ooh, what is that? You know what I mean? What does that look like? You know what I mean? And so he took me step by step, and I did my first project called Highway to Heaven. And he told me to take that project to the street. So for me, I didn't really have a blueprint. When it came to people around me, they were there to pour into me with Jesus. But far as the music community, like it took my career 8 years before anybody fooled with me. So wow. So Dale, like, man, when I tell you about CHH, man, like, man, I done been around some of the guys who, man, even when, the Trey was here, like things like, man, I was the guy who, me personally, I would say I was the elephant in the room, because I came out the gate like on fire. So when I came out the gate, shrink wrapping my cars, like I'm on the block, I'm in the streets, like that was my thing. You know what I mean? I went back to the community that I came from. But when it came to the music ministers, I'm not gonna say they was intimidated by me, but nobody really wanted to rock with me. You know what I mean? It was kind of one of those things where it was like, I kind of was in a field of my own. You know what I mean? Like I really was going to the gas stations, going to the corner stores, because that's what God told me to do. And so when I talk about other music ministers, Dale, after 8 years, you know what I mean? Dale was the one who reached out and said, look, brother, you know what I mean? I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like if I can be an assistance to you, if I can help you in any kind of way, you know what I mean? That's what I do. You know what I mean? And so with Dale, man, he's one of the guys who is in my life now, big brother. When I tell you I rock with him, you know what I mean? Because I built my ministry, Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi. Mm-hmm. If you see me majority time any out of Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, Dale is probably kind of the reason who was like, look, bro, I got a show out here. Man, I love for you to open up. I got XYZ for you. And know what I'm saying? We'll make that happen. And, but I built my foundation in the streets of Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi. So I started in Memphis. I started in Memphis by myself, me and my team. I started in Memphis. And once Memphis kind of got on my back, I started going to little bitty country towns around Memphis. And so I was out the trunk just grinding to the point where in 2010, it kind of just popped off, where every little bitty town I had went to in my city, they were like, man, how much it costs to get fro? And so I watched God elevate my grind. But to your question, when I think about ministers, that's why I was like, say it one more time. When I think about ministers, like, I had people around me who shaped and helped me shape the Jesus thing. But as far as music ministers, like, nah, and I done met a lot of them and been around a lot of them that, basically I think what I would do, that wasn't for them. So I think I stood out. I never was the type of dude who would see Lecrae, which I could have, and roll his coattail. You know what I mean? I did my own thing. Like God had a different mission for me. Let me say this right quick, and I'm gonna let you guys. I never forget, because I have a lot. You know what I mean? Like I never forget when I met the big homie. And I didn't know who he was. He put up on me in the streets. I was in my Cutlass. How would I have? I had the shrink wrap, I had the rims on, you know what I mean? I'm representing Kingdom for real, for real. He pull up on me, he like, man, I'm Lecrae. Flame had told him about me. So Flame saw me minister somewhere, and Flame like, this dude out of Memphis, bro, he dope, bro. You need to check him out, man. So he pulled up on me, him and Ambassador. They pulled up on me. And this how clueless I was to the game. They pulled up on me in a Yukon, a black Yukon. He said, what's up, bro? I said, what's up? So, I'm from the street, so I'm looking like, you done pulled up to my car and you hiding out the window.
How you know me, partner?
You know what I'm saying? You right. So I'm looking like, and I'm looking at him. He hanging out the window like I'm Lecrae. I'm like, who? He like, I'm Lecrae, bro. And this Ambassador. Remind you, I'm so far from the culture as far as that goes that I was like, oh, okay. And I started pulling up. And he was like, man, you got a CD on you, got a contact on you, man. Like Flame. When he said Flame, I met Flame. So I was like, oh, okay, what's up? So he was like, man, look, bro, man, give me your info, man. I got a show I'm doing at this college, man. Like, man, I'd love for you to come through, man, check it out. So I went and checked it out. No disrespect at all. But when I walked in there, it was a sea of white kids. Like a whole, and I was, and I knew then I could have rolled his coattail. I could have said, because we exchanged info. Man, he got at me a couple times, things like that. Like, man, what's up, man? But my God had called me to the streets, man.
Yeah.
He had called me to the streets. And I said that to say what was that it wasn't that I pushed away, but God had just called me to something different. You know what I mean? And so I think what I was doing, a lot of cats, when I would tell them what I was doing, they was like, nah, we good on that one. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to go to no sit goes and Exxons and know what I'm saying, post up, you know what I'm saying? So I would, right. So it would be one of them things there where it would kind of had them like, we good with you, bro. You a little crazy, you cuckoo, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So it's a couple of things that I want to kind of backpedal just a little bit on, because you dropping some nuggets and you dropping them so fast, if people ain't paying attention, they gonna miss it. But right. One thing you keep saying, and that's different from a lot of the other interviews that we saw. I love everybody that come on, but I think I really appreciate that you keep calling it ministry. Mm-hmm. Like, you don't say, I went and performed here, or I went and performed with it. You keep saying I ministered. And I think when I think about the music and I think about different people that have gotten on the show, a lot of that has gotten away from, it was supposed to be ministry in the beginning. Man. Like, it was never supposed to be about, though you can have the shrink wrap cars and right. still put on and
right.
and do, right? Like, it be an individual. So I got to give you your roses for that, because right. I think that is why we see so many cookie cutter artists in this genre. And I think that we don't have the privilege to be that when we're talking about putting the message of Christ out to a dying world, especially in light of the things that have happened in the last couple of days. It's been happening for years with people that look like. And then the piece of you going to the gas stations and staying in the streets, though you could be with the folks who might got the different number checks, right? Or have a different platforms, so to speak. And I think Lecrae and everybody, they belong where they belong. Gotta call them to they call them to, right? But like, there's people like you that I feel like are so critical to the folks that won't nobody touch. So like the untouchables, right? Because who's really going to some of the places that you go to and minister? So if you can, like, if you could say something to the genre of Christian hip hop, just as a whole, where we stand ministry wise, like what would you say to everybody? As far as like, if we got to switch up and we're not doing it right, if like, what would you say to the genre as a whole, when we're talking about ministry in the music?
Yeah. And let me interject real quick, really specifically the ministry part of it, the business part of it, because I think it's two sides. So speak to that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, man, if I could speak to the whole genre, you know what I mean, I would say that we have got lost. You know what I mean? We have got lost. I think social media was a good thing and a bad thing for it. You know what I mean? The bad thing about it was that you can look at somebody else's highlight reel and think that's it. So what I mean by highlight reel, I can look at the show that you're doing with these 400 kids or 500 people and think that's the greatest part of it because of your highlight reel. That's what you pumping out. That's what you showing me. You making it look like this all you got going on. And so I think for me, I would say that, man, we have got lost. We have got away from ministry. We have got into a place of, I want to be popular. You know what I mean? I want to be the guy. You know what I mean? I want to emulate the world. You know what I mean? I want to be glorified. And for me, when I think about what God called me to do, and it's others that God is called to do, and a lot of times they don't know what that looks like. They don't know that they don't know that the field is up the street from your house. But we have been shown that this is what it looks like, and it's all the land of make believe. And so for me, when I think about it, is a difference in the ministry and the business part of it, and I understand the business part of it and the ministry part in it, but the ministry part isn't as complicated as we make it to be. And so what I mean by that is I have learned that, man, it's never a drought out there in the streets. Not to say it's for everybody, but it is a lot of people who are riding past where they should be stopping. You understand? And doing ministry, they're riding past these places and going to where it's AC, it's heat, the lights, the smoke, and the cameras. You feel me? So, but and let me tell you, this is the problem I get right now with CHH, especially the popular guys. Now everybody wants to jump on this street black thing.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be, I'm black, like, but 6 years ago, you weren't repping like that. You understand where I'm coming from? That's because you were lost with the mission. And now that you see like, oh, now all of this is coming to the forefront. Now you're trying to jump on the bandwagon, which is great, but that's what we should have been from Jump Street. You understand where I'm coming from? When I did my history on Christian hip hop, my Christian hip hop was for the lost. It was to impact the hip hop culture with the gospel rap, to impact those that were lost, that were just in the hip hop culture. You understand where I'm coming from? And so what I learned was that even we started there, but Nashville, the Nashville people seen the gold mine in it and said, look, man, I can give you a platform. I can give you a couple of dollars. I can give you an audience that's going to buy your stuff, that's going to support your stuff. And that's what we shot at. And we mixed the whole thing of the community. So we flying over the communities, going to these big establishments when the community is starving. They starving. And I be trying to tell them, that's why they don't want to rock with me, because if they know if they rock with me, I'm going to give you some rules and some regulations and some must-dos. You understand where I'm coming from? Like you can't be around me and all you want to do is go grab the microphone and go rap somewhere. Like, nah, I'm going to put you at a gas and say, Mike, push that gospel. Let me see what you got. What's up? What's up? Let's do it. It's people out here that need the word. You understand what I'm covering? So for me, man, we setting up speakers. Man, I got a movement we launching where, you know what I'm saying, where we actually taking the speakers and the generators, and you know what I'm saying, we posting up. You know what I mean? And we rapping and we just playing the music, putting the hot dogs out and the drinks and letting people just come over there. And once I get a decent enough crowd, I be like, hey y'all, somebody gonna bump right quick. Somebody gonna bump one of these gospel rap songs, and you know what I mean? Like, it's no blueprint to it, but man, we just allowing God to just have his way. You know what I mean? So for Fro and the people the people that I'm discipling, man, it's about ministry. You know what I mean? So, but like I say to my guy, it is a difference. It's a business aspect. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna be real. I think the disappointing part for me in my career of doing it, you know, I have only reached out to one major gospel rap artist to do a song with me. And that's because when he saw me at Kids Across America, he said, "I respect what you do. Man, if I can do anything for you, let me know." I reached out to him for the song because my people was like, bro, it'd be a good look for you. I reached out. He flashed the whatever, he didn't be honest. He didn't, even when I felt like he didn't have the time, if that's what he wanted to say, he could have communicated that to me. But since I was kind of like the nobody guy to him, he just kind of pushed on. Second, it was another guy who I reached out to because God told me to, about exposing street ministry. And he's a popular guy, I would say. And he basically told me, he said, man, Fro, the reason why I don't really want to hear your story is because it's about business. He said it's about numbers. And he said it's about people loving what you do. And I was so disappointed. So disappointed because here I am impacting my city, the communities around me. And because God told me to reach out to you so you can hear my story, to hear what I had to say, you told me because my Instagram basically only had 3,000 people that I wasn't qualified. You understand where I'm coming from? And so he said it's about business. And it just disappointed me. And I understand that it's about business, but I still understand that, man, it's about ministry. You understand where I'm coming from? But Nashville, up the street from Memphis, is who screwed it up, that I would say, because they came and did what they did. I'm not gonna say they screwed up. I'm gonna say we fell for it, and we fell for success. What success looks like. I tell people all the time, I make a living out what I do. I've been doing this for 12 years. I ain't worked in 12 years. This is all I do. My wife doesn't work. I got a real house, real cars. We want to talk business, we want to talk money. I had people walk up to me. Man, I had a guy walk up to me, gave me $10,000, and I ain't never seen him ever again in my life. You understand where I'm coming from? Because I'm in the streets and, man, I'm around people that, man, can see what I'm doing. They'll say, you know what, man, I probably can't do what you do, but I support what you do. And I think sometimes we get so caught up in business, we miss God on what he'll do through the supernatural. Like, we'll miss him.
That's
we'll
good.
Miss him.
That is good.
That's good.
Man, we'll miss him. Because we so caught up on business, on a blueprint of it. Man, we go out every day and do what we do, and we watch God just do things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I built my ministry off of, man, in my phone, I probably can give you 100 pastors that I met from the streets. You understand what I'm coming from? I built that off the streets. But that's not what we want. You know what I'm saying? Brad, that's not what we want. You know what I mean? We want to, we go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Cause you got me on fire. Like, just thinking about how Will Trey, you know what I'm saying, got what God said he would do for the quick glitz and glamour of things. Like, what you were saying about that man walking up to you and giving you 10,000 reminded me of when he told Elijah, like, I'll send you ravens to feed you. Like, and so I'm thinking about the ravens that are coming in your life if you just for real move you out the way and like just let him work. And I think that's what it's just missing, and that's why we're not as impactful as we should be. When you think about brothers like yourself that can go and touch, even if it was just 3,000 people, that's 3,000 souls for Christ. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's real people that's really paying attention to the word of God. And so why not water that seed and watch that 3 turn into 10, 30 turn into 50? And again, I think it's that quick, like, glitz and glamour, the quick thinking. Lecrae is, somebody said, the Jay-Z of CHA, and following that route, like, as if it's the only one. And so just got to give you all your roses while you're still alive.
Man, bless you.
What you're doing is exactly what's missing in the real hip hop world, and in the real CHH world, in all of the different worlds. It ain't even just about music, just what's missing for people, period. Because I think about how pastors, their walls, and even our reach beyond the walls now that Zoom really gather and do those things. So people like you with your art is more important than ever to really get this message out. So do you think like CHA and secular hip hop should stay separate?
I mean, I think at the end of the day, it has no choice. Like I said, man, I tell people all the time, you know, I heard the big homie said, I don't want to keep, you know, but he is the big homie. You know what I mean? And, you know, he said, hey, hip hop, what'd he say? He said, we got the same mama. But I say, hey, hip hop, but we got a different daddy. You understand where I'm coming from? So for me, and that's a deep conversation for me. because of, I feel like the world, you know, and never accept the Christ movement. It's in the scripture. If he says it like, man, the world gonna hate you because of me. You understand where I'm coming from? So it's hard for me to go over there and think that they're gonna allow me to talk about him in a club and stop their alcohol sales and they chicken sales. You got to do like I do, homie. You got to get out there with a bullhorn while they in the line, waiting to get in the club. I'm pushing the gospel outside the club. You understand where I'm coming from? And so I think sometimes we want to be so accepted by the world. Remind you, I was in the world heavy, and I know we all were. But man, to think that I'm trying to get this money, and you think that I want to hear about what God don't want me to do? Like, nah, I'm pushing you away. But if I'm standing in a line at the club and you preaching the gospel, I ain't got no other choice but to listen to you because I'm trying to get in the club. So a lot of times we want the world to say, oh man, he's so dope, bro. I'll fool with him. Nah, man, we at a place of wanting everybody to love us, man. And I think that's where like we miss it sometimes. The grind. We don't want to work. We don't want to grind. Like we don't want to put that work in. We don't want to sweat for Christ. We don't want to bleed for Christ. We don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to sacrifice for Christ. We don't want to go out in nighttime, early in the mornings before you go. We don't want to do that. We want it to be easy, like the way the world make it look. You understand? And that's why I be so passionate about it, because I'm like, bro, it's work, bro. I apologize to any Christian out here that ever thought this was easy to be a Christian. It's not easy. Not if you sold out. Man, right. There's no way if you sold out with the word and the anointing in you that make people just gonna be like, hey, come over here, man. We love what you do. Nah, man, they gonna get impacted by you, but they not just gonna be like right off the bat, like, man, I just wanna know what I'm saying. Nah, it don't work. But so we miss it. We so quick to just wanna jump to the next level and don't wanna put the work, the real work. And I tell people all the time, when I think about the big homie, man, what the big homie don't tell everybody that when he was in Memphis, man, they had a ministry. It was called Reach Life, something like that. But they were doing ministry in Binghamton. And that's the part where I be looking at somebody, I be like, man, tell these folks the truth, man. Tell these folks what you was really doing. Why, you know what I'm saying? Tell these folks that you was really in Binghamton, man, dealing with these dreadhead, weed smoking, pants hanging to the ground, gold teeth dudes. You see what I'm saying? We not telling them the whole blueprint. The blueprint was that, man, you was in the streets as well. You see what I'm saying? But they just see the lights, camera, and the action, and the smoke, and all the little white kids jumping around, and everybody's just, you know what I'm saying, just all over head over heels and thinking, oh, that's what I want. But you're not telling them what it really was. So back to your question, when I think about should the world, that's a hard one. But I feel like that we should be over there. But I think while we over there, we giving it to them. Yeah. I think for sure, like while we over there, we giving it to them. Ain't no compromise though. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no compromise. Like I'm gonna give it to you. This is what I do. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes, man, we get to a place where, you know, we want to be accepted. You know what I mean? We want the world to say, oh, that's dope. You know what I mean? And want them to support us. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, man, that's not the case, man. When you come with that real gospel, you know what I mean? And I'm not just talking about you saying Jesus, Jesus, Jesus all the time. It's just the light that's on you. The big homie, that's why it's so hard for him to be accepted. Regardless if you like it or not, homie, you got the light on you. So with that type of light on you, they gonna always kind of be like, bro, nah, but if you constantly trying to dim your light down, man, you making the whole situation look whack. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yeah, we should be over there. It should hip hop should both be, but I think it's still some rules and regulations that still has to be set that for us to be able to be impactful over there. Yeah. You understand where I'm coming from? So that's why for me, that's why I have always done the car thing. Like I have always rode the big rims. Even when I was in the world. So when I came over here, I still did it to be able to attract those people. So when I'm posting up in my car, my cars, that's my food truck. So I know y'all in Ohio, so I know y'all know food trucks. So that's my food truck. So when my team pull up and we got all 4 cars out there, they all on rims, people coming over there saying, man, what you do? Or man, I heard you, bro. That's you the fro dude with the Jesus colors. I know you, blah, 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 blah. That's how I get their attention. So I'm still in the world, and I'm still, because they putting up bumping the Boost, the Yo Gotti, and whoever they bumping, they still in the hip hop culture. But the way I do it is the way I do it to be able to get their attention. You understand where I'm coming from? So I'm still combining the gospel hip hop with their hip hop. So they put in bro, what's your Spotify? What's your Apple? I'm a listener. You know what I mean? So it's still rules to So it's still rules to like go ahead.
You doing what marketing be trying to do? Like you catch the then clean them with the on the back end. Like you are simply doing what makes sense. I think Christ was the same way, and this is what would drive me nuts about people in this conversation, because I'm like, how did y'all think Christ was out here doing it? Like he wasn't slapping people upside the head with rules. Like he was relatable. He met them where they were, and through conversation, relationship, and love. Like that's how he was winning people over. So like he gave blueprint, and you know what I'm saying, to apply it ain't hard. Like you just got to care enough and be sold out, like you said. So man, I like I said, I can't give you enough credit to do that, or for doing that, and then building an army as well. Like going back to get the people that was like you. Like somebody came and got you, somebody gave you the net, and now you building this team to do that. And I would love to see pictures or with young brothers, young women, however your team look, because I know they look like us. I know they look like that they're from that city. They from those challenges and those issues. Go out and go get people that's just like them. Like ain't nothing powerful than that picture. And that's what, to me, the whole genre supposed to look like.
Yeah,
that's what the whole genre.
Yeah, and I feel like you know, when I speak with gospel rappers, like I tell you, man, I have talked to all of them, and I just think the blueprint that I tried to show them, they feel like it's you know, I don't want to say too hard, but it's just something about it that is too much work. You know, they feel like it's too much work. They feel like that, man, like that. Nah, I'm good on that. And you're right. It's people that I feel like we should have a fro in every city in America. Yeah, like that's just it, you know what I mean? That's why I push the story like that. I tell people like bro, I'm not trying to hog this lane and make me look like the Master P of gospel rap. I tell them that so you can go do the exact same thing. Right. Like you should, brother, it should be a fro in every city that's in the streets, that's pushing, that's man, like people know him for his like let me tell you that, man. I remember when I went to Atlanta and my homies was like, man, let's go to Atlanta and push and let's grind. You know, at the time, my first 3 years of doing you know, gospel rap, I was out the trunk every day. That's what I did. I watched God. When you talk about Ravens, I watch him come through for sure on that block. You know what I mean? People were, bro, what you doing, brother? I got my gospel album out. I ain't hiding it. Got my gospel album out, man. Wow, bro, that's dope, bro. Let me check it out, bro. He got $40. Like he got $20. You know what I mean? Like they rocking with me. And so I never forget. I went to Atlanta, and man, we were sleeping in a car. And because remind you, I'm grinding, so I can't get no hotels because I got to send the money back home to the kids, to the wife, to pay the bills. So we sleep in the car every night. We sleep in the car. And Atlanta, all Atlanta wanted to do was tell me, you know what I'm saying, who they knew. You understand where I'm coming from? Who I know T.I. I know Jeezy. I'm like, bro, that's not, bro. I'm not here for that. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm here to push the gospel. You understand where I'm coming from? And man, and God told me, he said, go back to your city and hit the surrounding areas. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit these little bitty towns. And that's how we gonna build. It's not about saying, oh, I got a show in Miami. I got a show in New York. Man, I'm going to Cali. Like, nah, that don't excite me. You understand where I'm coming from? Like I feel like, and it's guys out here that can actually do a fro situation if they wanted to. But man, a lot of time we just caught up in the lights and the camera. So, you know, I think at the end of the day, man, like we got a whole lot of you know, just looking at what we're doing and bring that thing back, bring it back. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, listen, for you to be on fire the way you are, the passion, the team. I was told behind every wonderful man is an even better one. You got to touch on the rock of the house and give her a quick shout out. What role does she play in kind of keeping all of this together and keeping you, you know what I'm saying, focused and on the path that you're on?
Oh man, like her role is serious. For one, we got 5 kids, so
okay.
So I mean, she holding the whole fork down for sure. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm out doing my thing, and so man, she plays a role, man. She's up at 5:30 every morning. She praying. You know what I mean? She in her scripture. She making sure that man, that she praying for my mind, and she praying for my will and my dedication to God. You know, she continues to motivate me. When I have days where it's like, woo, she's there to push. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, bro, let's get it. You know what I mean? Like, and she plays that role of man, my real. You know what I mean? Like she makes sure that man, she's my armor bearer. You know what I mean? She makes sure that, you know, she keeping them demons away from me and them devils away from me. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that our marriage is perfect, but we strive every day to make sure that we hold it down. You know what I mean? Like, because the enemy is crafty. He wants to do what he wants to do to destroy. But man, that's why we up at 5. That's why we up at 5. We trying to get up before he get up. You know what I mean? So she like I say, she's out there with me as well. We got days where, you know, she hop out there too, throw the shirt on, man, help me set the sound up, and you know, all of that. You know, when I do show, when I get booked, you know what I mean, she does the booking. You know what I mean, she handles the paperwork for us, the booking, and you know, she's she gonna call them and make sure everything is good before he comes, and you know what I mean. So she's, you know, we one-stop shop in the house. You know what I mean? So
I'm glad you touched on it. I wanted to touch on it because it's for me and some of the listeners. Just the importance of what marriage and love, and I just gotta say it, Black love looks like. So many messages that we don't have it, or that it's not as strong and as fervent as it is. And then just the importance of how marriage is also ministry. Like you to me, I think when you're with the partner that's supposed to help you fulfill your purpose, like that's ministry. That's what God was talking about, showing how he loves. Like, and you that within a marriage. And so you said it's not perfect, but I think, you know, it's
I mean, the closest thing I feel like you could probably get to being Jesus is being married. You know what I mean? Because you gotta die daily. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to talk about doing ministry, get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't care what nobody say. Like, no matter how y'all was high school sweethearts and all that other type, when you get married, it's a whole nother ball game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets real there.
Real. For sure. You know,
man, you've been dropping so many nuggets, man. We got to transition. We got to definitely talk about some of your music, man. You just dropped a project, Street Preacher, Volume 1. Talk a little bit. Well, you've been talking a lot about the inspiration, but talk a little bit about this project and what you want to give to people in this project.
So with Street Preacher, this is the first album where, you know, I kind of looked at the genre. You know, I ain't never really just cared about the genre. You know what I mean? I really was more just about just souls, man, trying to, help these people see the light. You know what I mean? And this is the first project where, God put me in Jeremiah for a month. Matter of fact, I just finished Jeremiah, but he put me back in Jeremiah. And I said, okay, Lord, you put me back in Jeremiah? He said, back in Jeremiah. And so when I never read Jeremiah the way I have read him, Jeremiah was the type of prophet, man, who really confronted the kings. He confronted the high powers. Mm-hmm. And man, when God spoke that to me, he said, this is your season, bro. It's time for you to confront the higher powers. It's time for you to expose and talk to the people who I have elevated and show them that it's some things, it's not to throw stones, but it's some things that we're not doing right. Mm-hmm. So the street preacher is the one who represents Jeremiah, because he's in a different lane. You understand where I'm coming? He's in the lane of not only the people, but he's in the lane of letting you know when something ain't right. I can let you know when something ain't right because I ain't got nothing to lose. Mm-hmm. You don't stop my ministry. You have no power to do it. You so I can talk to. It's a lot of guys that can't talk to other kings about what they do wrong because they too scared they're gonna get blackballed. Right. So me, God showed me for you, Fro, they can blackball you all you want to. You ain't over there nowhere. You understand where I'm coming from? So when they see me, I can say whatever I want to say. You know what I mean? And so the street preacher is that guy. The street preacher is, I'm in the line, I'm in line with God, and I'm gonna speak God's word. You know what I mean? I don't have to sugarcoat anything. You know, I have no reason to. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't spook me at all. So the street preacher is that guy where it's some things, if you hear the album, that I say that I'm talking to the genre. I'm talking when you hear the disappointed song, I'm talking to the genre. Like I'm disappointed, man. Like, and y'all can get mad at me and want to treat me like Jeremiah, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, throw me in the well. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you know what I'm saying? But I'm at a place where, man, God has told me to speak to the kings of my lane. You understand? He said, it's time for you to speak to the kings. That's why that DJ guy who he told me to reach out to, he interviews a lot of major Christian artists, far as like, you know, just the canons and all that type of stuff. And I never heard of him until one day I stumbled across him on YouTube. And I was like, okay, I you know, I'm peeping what he's talking about. But God was saying they missing some stuff. So make a long story short, you know what I mean? We talk about the street preacher. The street preacher is that guy. He gonna speak that truth. You know what I mean? Like he ain't scared.
What's your favorite song on the new project?
What's the favorite one?
Yeah, your personal, like this one was it.
Yeah. This is one you get to somebody as soon as you pull up to the gas station. This is one you say, man, go check this track out right here.
Man, probably My Stupid Faith. And I think reason being, it just got that feel on it. Mm-hmm. That's just because it got that feel on it. You know, but the one that's dear to my heart is Disappointed right now. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say it's the bumpingest one on there. I just love what God is saying on there. You know what I mean? What He gave me to say. You know what I mean? And I think it's just, I'm just grateful that He gave the task to me. You know what I mean?
Have you been able to connect with other Christian hip hop artists? And when you talk about building the relationship needed to maybe have these conversations, not just like on your music, but like one-on-ones, because maybe a lot of them, you know, need that accountability within, you know, people within CHH that's not, you know, talking to them on this type of level.
Yeah, not the big ones. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want to, you know, they hear me, but they not really trying to like, you know, swap info and numbers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like they like, nah, we ain't trying to do that one. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I met all of them, man. Like, man, you name them, man. Like, you know, posting, bro, I'm gonna take you on tour, man. Like, I gotta take you on tour with me, man. Like, you know, all of that type. So they ain't really trying to rock with me, man. I'm in God's show. I'm in a different lane. You know, and so yeah, they not really trying to, you know, I think it's just different where it's work. You know what I mean? And so this the ones I didn't came across. And I didn't came across a lot of the match, especially not doing Kids Cross America. I don't know if you guys heard of Kids Cross America, but you know, Kids Cross America, man, it's a big giant camp out there in Missouri. And they brought me in 2013, the whole year, in 2014, the whole year. And I met a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? From the Dizzles to the Cannons to the, man, you name them, you know what I mean? And the Dairy Mine, like all of them, you know what I'm saying? But when they hear it, and they love to say stuff like, my dude do it full time. And they love to come over and say, how you do it full time? Like they really want to say, I ain't never heard of you. How you do it full time? You understand where I'm coming from? So that's what they want to say, but they don't say it. They really come and ask how I do it. And I tell them, but it's kind of like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't really trying to, okay, you in the street. Okay, you do. Okay. That's what's up. And keep on moving. You know what I mean? They not really trying to. So yeah, when you think about me trying to, far as now the ones that's trying to come up, I couple of them I hold accountable. And like I say, it's work. You know what I mean? I think some of them just kind of beg. They just like, it ain't for me. You know what I mean? I just want to send my music to Rapzilla. Yeah. Hopefully somebody will hear me and they, you know what I'm saying, sign me to Lamp Mode or RMG or Reach or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they really want. So I can't be mad at them. You know what I'm saying? Right. I ain't mad at them.
Oh man, I wish we had more time, man. We got to have you back on, man, because T, you already know where I want to go, so I'm not gonna go there because I already know we got to get to our music break. Hey, Fro, man, we definitely appreciate you rocking with us today, man.
Yeah,
man. Tell the people how they can connect with you, where they can go pick up your latest project at. Man,
social media is always, cool. Fro. That's you, then that's KNOWFRO. Fro. Man, you can go to youknowfro.com. That's kind of the home. You know what I mean? If you go there, that's where you can that's the tree. So you can kind of branch out from there and find everything else from there. So Fro, gonna lead you to find whatever you're trying to find from Fro. So man, yeah. So like I say, man, I appreciate y'all, man. It was an honor. I look forward to the next time. I enjoyed you guys, man. So
absolutely. And we got to get some of that Stupid Faith gear. I see you with the merch on the Stupid Faith. You got to get some gear.
Yeah, I got you. And let me say this, I'm gonna let you go. If you see another artist with it who a bigger artist than me, he stole it. I'm just letting you guys know up top. So okay. So when you see it, that's why I'm rocking it even more. Like we finna go live. Like he stole it. And he a big artist out of Florida. You understand where I'm coming from? So man, tell her, I'm peep track number 4. You know what I mean? So when you hear track number 4, hey, let's get it in. So hey, holler at me. We can get that Stupid Faith to you. Matter of fact, when we get out the line, send me you guys emails. I think I got yours focus. But send me yours and I'm gonna send you a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna make sure, we push this Stupid Faith. So
yeah. Because we don't wear the authentic. That's it.
Yeah, authentic. That's what's up.
That's what's up. Hey, Fro, ladies and gentlemen, keep it locked. Hey, we're gonna get into a music break, and why not get into a track off of Fro's latest project, Street Preacher Volume 1. Hey, let's get into Disappointment. You're tuned into the Fixx.
Hey.
I am Lynn Flo.
Let me talk to my community. I am part of your community. I might do things a little differently. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still part. And I just want to talk to some people. You know what I'm saying? It's real talk. I remember when you used to be able to tell a Christian rapper from a rapper. Now they lying like they were trappers. They lying. I see through they story, Lord. Liars. Not all, but most. It's tired. I wanna tell them get back like 6 feet. Don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. I know that they ain't like you. Silence me. I repent. Cause I know they ain't about that street life. Apparently. Cause they ain't even out there. They whole audience from the suburbs. How dare? I know they posting pictures like it's something special. Rubbing shoulders with the devil. I guess pictures with the famous make you successful. Not to me, looking thirsty. Homies playing both sides, hurt me. Begging for a deal when your own neighborhood don't know how you feel, who you represent. Let's be for real. Ain't no grind in you. But you used to sell dope, boy. Something ain't adding up. Lord, they acting up until they find out they favorite rapper is broke. This is a joke. Rapzilla, take your money, let's go. Got dreams of being on the road. When the corner stole, up the street starving. Do a full concert, it's popping. Never that. Need them blonde head and blue eyes to feel something. Why you mad at me is Fixx. Majority want a name, so they chasing the pack. I'm in the streets for real. I play the back. I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed. Now they talking numbers. Can't judge me by my Instagram. Boy, I'm in the jungle. And they ain't pleased by what I say, but they respect it. They do. Y'all buying likes, followers, trying to impress your followers. Dang, like you somebody. Really, boy, you clocking in. You clocking in. Scared to tell your people that you clocking in. You clocking in. That's a crying shame. Devil done screwed up the game. We did. Homie rather look like it than be in his lane. Shame. But what's really killing y'all? Y'all ain't saying his name. Jesus. Trying to please the world. Want them to like you like a girl. Scared to hurt their feelings. Wanna be pleasing. Devil is cheesing. It never look like what it look like. Little homies is reaching. Trying to copycat the motto. They want them a motto. Like Israel when they wanted a king is hollow. It is. That's why they stay frustrated. The field is up the street. Then want me to say it. Cause you really want the glory. Lights, camera, action, sorry. This ain't what it is. No, this is where you say you from. Where killers killing kids. Yeah. Some of y'all just talking. I swear, just talking. I'm done.
Trey made this beat.
Father, I give it to you. Yeah. Glory. Yeah. Hey. The struggle ain't nothing for none of my people. We did it and got it about the demon. We remain solid no matter how many times they tried to break the ground on us. I put my heart on the line for all my people. I put my life on the line for the kingdom. And the goodness of God, I'ma see it in this lifetime. Ain't no God like mine. So right now, at your feet I bow down. Everything I got you gave me. I'm so glad you saved me. Cause I really could've went a different way. Tell me what would I be without your grace? I just woke up to some brand new grace and mercy, yeah. You ain't tryna hurt me, nah. You just wanna love me, yeah. So I'ma let you love me. Been through the struggle, we got it out of us. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for his love. Those led by the Spirit are the sons of God. And the devil just mad cause he ain't one of us. Do not come around here with that rah-rah. Got the gang with me and they keep that 5-5. When it comes to them names, we got the most high. We don't rely on no sage to give us God vibes. Ain't no crystals replacing the rock of our salvation. A lot of people believe it, they just too scared to say. I didn't come up with y'all, look, I'm really a gangster. All you idols gon' fall, we gon' destroy the matrix. Ain't up for debate, we ain't about to make negotiations. I ain't going back and forth with no explanations. All I know is I was dead and needed salvation. He called my name and I ran out the grave, yeah. Struggle ain't nothing for none of my people. We did it and got it about the demon. We remain solid no matter how many times they tried to break the ground on. I put my heart on the line for all my people. I put my life on the line for the king. And the goodness of God, I'ma see it in this lifetime. Ain't no God like mine. So right now, at your feet I bow down. Everything I got you gave me. I'm so glad you saved me. Cause I really could've went a different way. Tell me what would I be without your grace? I just woke up to some brand new grace and mercy, yeah. You ain't tryna hurt me, nah. You just wanna love me, yeah. So I'ma let you love me, yeah.
Yo. Can't hear you.
Yo, welcome back. Welcome back. We're tuned back into the Fixx. Can you hear me now, Trey?
Yes, sir. I hear you. What's good?
Forgive me. This Zoom technology, man, I'm still working through it, bro. I'm still working through it.
We all are, man.
Once again, you're tuned into the Fixx, your source of faith infused hip hop, R&B, and poetry. Just came off a music set. We started off with the homie, man. We just interviewed Fro with Disappointment, and that last track we played was Glow.
That joint crazy.
Oh, are you hip with Glow?
Nah, I wasn't hip. That Glow track. Yeah, I had to hit that boy with the Shazam. I'm over here like, yo, Siri, what song is this, man? That joint was crazy.
Don't worry, I got playlists about to drop every week. I'm about to get you.
Say less. I was just about to ask you for one. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Absolutely, yeah. Once again, you're tuned into the Fixx, and yeah, man, I'm pumped, man. I got one of my brothers, man, on the line, man. My brothers in the faith, man. Listen, he's a Cleveland basketball legend. He's a pro athlete, man, from the NBA to overseas, man. He's done it, but he's now letting the world know he got a few bars too. He say he ain't just crossing them over. He got a few bars, man. Trey, what's going on, brother?
Not too much, man. I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate you having me on, man.
Not a problem. Not a problem. We always like to start the show off, man. First question off the top, man. Can you share a little bit of your faith story, man, with the people, man? Maybe a testimony, how you kind of came to Christ.
Yeah. No question. I mean, that's what it's all about. Since a young age, man, you know, I grew up in a family that believe in family. So I came to Christ at a young age. I don't exactly know the date, but I've always known who God is in my life. But I say my journey is one of spiritual maturity, because just because I knew him, it doesn't mean I was fully living right. And so I think, you know, as the years have gone by, making a lot of mistakes and seeing like, look, man, like I need to walk this thing out seriously. So I would say even more recently, in the last 2 years, I've been taking my faith very serious and surrendering my life to him. So, but I would say my journey has been one of spiritual maturity and just learning along the way.
That's good. And so even with you speaking about taking your journey seriously, can you speak a little bit about your spiritual diet? Do you have like a prayer regimen that you do? Are there certain books that you study outside of the Bible that you read?
Yeah, no, I think that's very important to have a routine. I tell people all the time, you are your routine. So whatever you do on a daily is who you are. And so one of my favorite scriptures is Matthew 6:33. It talks about seeking the kingdom first. So that's what I try to do every day when I wake up. I first go to God. Even this morning, you know, the first thing I'm going to do is pray, and I'm going to read some scripture. I'm going to put on some music, some worship music. And I'm going to just try to vibe out and get with the Lord first to start my day off. I read a lot of books. I watch a lot of good content, and just try to keep my mind on the right things.
That's good. So let's talk a little bit about your professional career. Can you speak a little bit about just you becoming a professional athlete?
Yeah, man, that's
the journey.
That's the journey. I love that word too, journey, man, because one of my favorite sayings is, man, the journey is better than the destination. So it's been a journey. It's been one that's taught me so much. But since a little boy, I've always wanted to be a professional athlete. You know, I knew that very on. So I was blessed to know what I wanted to do in my life at an early age. And I put the work forth, man. It's been a lot of people see the success and they see where I've been able to reach, but they haven't seen all the work that I've had to put in to get here, and the discipline and the sacrifice. So it takes all that, but it's been worth it, man. It's been so worth it.
Describe that first feeling, man, walking on that NBA court, man. I know that was like crazy, man. I mean, you know, it's one thing to think, you know, I want to get there one day, but describe that first feeling, man, touching that hardwood, man.
It was surreal, man. It was surreal. I had the nerves and all of that, like just walking out of that tunnel, looking down at my jersey and seeing that NBA logo on it. And I'm just like, man, like I'm actually here. And then looking around and seeing all the players you playing with, it was surreal. But honestly, when I got out there, it was just basketball. It's time to just do what you do. So, you know, no matter what level you playing at, no matter where it's at, the game is the game, man. And you just get back into doing what you do.
Right. That's good. Going into the next question then. Give me one of them great moments, man, that you had playing in the NBA, man. Was it one of, somebody you crossed over, maybe, what I'm saying, got that dunk, or give me one of them great moments, man. The first one you can remember.
Well, the first one I remember was happening in summer league, and that was a big statement game to get signed with the team. I was playing with the Jazz at the summer league, and they gave me a really good opportunity to show what I can do. And I finally got out there. I had a great game against the Atlanta Hawks, and me and Trey was going head to head, and I hit him with a crazy behind the back crossover and 1 3-point play.
I remember that play.
So that was dope. That was dope. That was a really dope moment. But I would say the greatest moment about playing at that level is just the caliber of guys you're going against every day. And, this is the top of the top, you know what I'm saying? And you going against them and you rubbing your shoulders with them. And then you get to see, like, all right, do I match up? And I felt like I belong there.
What's some lessons that basketball has taught you over the years, man?
Man, so many, man. In my opinion, basketball is the greatest sport. It teaches you so much. But specifically for me, man, just selflessness, man. Selflessness. Learning that it's not all about me. Learning that the more you give, the more you receive. And I've had to sacrifice a lot, man, for the game of basketball and for my teammates and for, in order to win, for a common goal. But you realize, like, when you sacrifice, that's how you truly move forward.
That's good. So you dominated on the court, man. Let's talk about this music career, man. How did you get into music or rapping? How did this come about?
Oh, man. Well, I've been doing this really my whole life. And I got to give a lot of credit to my pops because, my earliest memories of hip hop is me riding in the shotgun with my pops at a young age, him driving around and just bumping all the old school. He's a hip hop enthusiast, man. Like,
okay.
All the greats, man. I'm talking LL Cool J, I'm talking KRS-One, Public Enemy, Chuck D, all of them, man. And I'm listening, even Biggie, he putting me on, like, this is real hip hop, this is real cadence. Like, he teaching me about the flow. I'm just rapping these lyrics. And so that was my early introduction. So it was to the greats, you know what I'm saying? This is not something that just came out of nowhere. So I've been freestyling and rapping my whole life. But recently I just decided to take it serious, man. Had a lot of free time while I'm playing ball overseas. And I'm like, you know what, let's do this mixtape.
That's good. So you got the new single out, Show You the Way. What inspired this track?
Oh, speaking on that, like, when I was out in France, I had my niece and my nephew with me as well. My sister came out there, and so that was the first time I was more in like a fatherly figure role, and teaching a lot of youngins. I go around and I speak to a lot of kids. I got a lot of people that look up to me. So really, like, God has showed me, like, I have to show people the way. You know what I'm saying? If they looking up to me, I gotta model that, what that looks like to live this life as a Christian.
So that's good. So now that you are, a rapper, do you consider yourself a Christian hip hop artist, or are you just a hip hop artist? And what does that, what does that mean?
Yeah,
I gotta ask.
Everybody ask
because that's always the debate on the show here, man. That's always a debate.
Man, and the way I look at it, man, I'm a Christian athlete. Why wouldn't I be a Christian hip hop artist? You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian everything. So that's where I stand in my life. Even if I didn't call myself that, you should be able to hear where I stand in my music. So I'm a Christian everything, man.
Okay. All right. Do you think Christian hip hop, the genre itself, is necessary, or do you think they should be combined? There's always this debate on the show whether it should just be strictly hip hop, not have to have the subgenre of Christian hip hop on the side. Like, if it's sonically good, shouldn't they be combined? Shouldn't it be together?
I personally think they already combined because of the elements. Like, it's just as good. The music sounds just as good or whatever it is. But I think the mission is different. Like, Christian hip hop is music that's glorifying God at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's bringing glory to God. And not all music does that. And I think there's purpose in it all. You know what I'm saying? There's purpose in it all. You can get something out of every song, So, but I would say, as far as Christian hip hop needing to be separate, I don't feel like it's separate. I feel like it's already combined. It's just like I say, the missions of it is different.
That's good. So describe yourself as an artist. What can people expect from you as an artist? What message are you looking to deliver?
Yeah, man, it's real simple with me. Is what you see is what you get. I'm somebody that's just gonna be authentically me in my music, and that's literally the message I want to put out to everybody. Like, you can literally be yourself, and that's good enough. You don't got to compare yourself to anybody. You don't got to try to be like the next man. Oh, that's how they got on, let me do that. Like, that ain't it. And that's not what I'm rocking with. I'm rocking with being authentically me. You ain't got to flex. You ain't got to, act like you got more than what you got. You are good enough. So my message to anybody else out there is just, man, do you. Be you. Stay in your own lane and just continue to work hard and prosper.
That's good. That's good. So with hip hop being so prevalent, man, within the world, man, do you think it's a disconnect? And maybe there needs to be a reconnection between hip hop and the church?
When you say that, like, you're implying that there's a disconnect. Like, where do you see the disconnect?
So when I say disconnect, in a sense, I feel like, specifically for Christian hip hop. So there are still a lot of churches and a lot of ministries who still don't really rock with Christian hip hop, who kind of think that rapping is still kind of worldly, and how they combine. So that's what I mean by that.
Well, I mean, you gotta see how they respond to it, and you gotta, I mean, the youth love it. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, they love it. You know what I'm saying? But it's traditions. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of barriers that need to be broken there. So, but at the end of the day, you gotta understand the mission, and you gotta understand what the words that's being said, and if Christ is being glorified at the end of the day, that's what the message should be about. And so, yeah, some barriers still need to be broken down, but I feel like they are being broken down, and I feel like a lot of people are rocking with it.
That's good. So besides music, we know you've done a lot of philanthropy work, especially in Cleveland. What organizations have you worked with, and would you like to bring awareness to?
I've worked with a lot of organizations. Giving back is something near and dear to my heart. I mean, we're all called to do that as believers, but the organization that I've been working most recently with is an organization that I started, and that's the Trey Lewis Cares Foundation. It was founded this year, and literally the mission is to improve the lives of the youth all around the world. And I'm very excited to be a part of this and be able to give back with my own foundation now.
So yeah, last question. What advice would you give aspiring basketball players or artists?
Oh, man. Like I said earlier, do you, be yourself. And don't be afraid to mess up or make mistakes. Just keep going, pursuing your goals. And like I say, the journey is better than the destination. So wherever you're trying to go, wherever you're trying to reach, like, stay on that path and continue to grind and work hard, and and really believe in yourself. And these are all the elements that I'm doing to this day. Like, I'm still trying to reach where I want to reach in the music game and in my basketball career and everything else I'm trying to do. So I'm in a journey right now, but I'm loving it, man. Fall in love with that process, continue to grind, and don't ever give up.
We appreciate you rocking with us today, Trey, man. Can you tell the people how they can connect with you, man? How they can go stream your music, all that good stuff? All that good stuff, man. You come find me on all my social media platforms. It's TreyLew3, TREYLEW3, and my new website, TreyLew.com. And just, come hit me up. We praying for you, my brother, man. Continue to keep doing it for the kingdom, man. Sure. God bless you. Trey Lewis, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get back into a music break, and we'll be right back. You're tuned in to The Fixx. Fall on my knees and praying to get through slow. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to forgive my man struggle. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to just love my man struggle. Yeah, it ain't been easy, no, man struggle. Fall on my knees and praying to get through struggle. Yeah, we came back. They thought it'd be easy. How do you reason? What if she cheating? What if she leaving? Gave her your heart, man. What if she even? These is my thoughts, I'm battling demons, tussle at night, it mess with my sleeping. I'm on the edge, man, I'm on the deep end, I'm on the verge of why are you breathing? Man, it's a struggle to love you, a struggle to leave. Yeah, how you gon' fight if you won't even hop in the ring? Yeah, I made up my mind, this time I'm cutting ties with guys who plot and scheme. Some of my friends, but when I'm around, that's all we do is plot and scheme. That's not in the dream, man, that's a trap, man, that's a fact. How they gon' hate, this ain't on that. Thought it'd be love no matter the track. They want the grace, but ain't giving it back.
It was a struggle just telling these people the things that I lack. But if it's gonna help, I will never be holding it back. Facts. Yeah. I know I'm supposed to forgive you, but man, it's a struggle. I know I'm supposed to just love, but man, it's a struggle. It ain't been easy, nah, man, it's a struggle. Fall on my knees and praying to get through the struggle. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to forgive, but man, it's a struggle. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to just love, but man, it's a struggle. Yeah, it ain't been easy, nah, man, it's a struggle. Fall on my knees and praying to get through the struggle.
Tell the homie to leave me alone. I'm trying to stay in my zone. Wake up in the morning and grind. You know that we grind in the moan. Praying it down to the gristle. The Jesus start ringing us home. You know that we bad to the grind. I told them we bad to the bone. I told them we bad to the bone. Yeah. They know that we bad to the bone. Yeah. I told them we bad to the bone. They know that we bad. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad.
Yeah, know that we bad. Took us for granted, came back with a bag. Counting the hits like I'm shuffling cash. Dipped in the blood, is that making you mad? Won't find a body in 48. I killed the flesh, made it dissipate. But back to the bone. Loving the person that I have become. Roll with the homies, I swear that I'm living well. I get the water from living well. Better saw that like it's skinny kale. We were so close that we end up here. Dripping like fresh out of lake. Ayy, whipping like I'm running late. Ayy, getting love way out of state. Ayy, all that I needed was faith. Ayy, how you gon' tell me you love me? You turn your back like I need something from you. I learned a lesson, there's nowhere to run. I seen the future, I already won. Ain't going back, came a long way. Better with time, you should just wait. I had a plan when I started the race. Many do fail, but I keep up the pace.
Tell the homie to leave me alone. I'm trying to stay in my zone. Wake up in the morning and grind. You know that we grind in the moan. Praying it down to the gristle. The Jesus start ringing us home. You know that we bad to the grind. I told them we bad to the bone. I told them we bad to the bone. Yeah. They know that we bad to the bone. Yeah. I told them we bad to the bone. They know that we bad. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad.
You know she bad to the bone. Young, smart, yellow bone. Call her Bonita Applebone. Why? Cause she got it going on. She was designer in Louis. Her life is just like a movie. Plus I think she from the A. You know she bad and she bougie. They only look at the surface. Need to look into the heart of the person and purpose. I see that vibe and I swerve it. I see that vibe is alert. You know I'm scared. Consider her hobbies, her qualities, characteristics, relations to God when you choose it. Stuff that they live in water, feeling clean. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. Get a flesh on the scene. It was either her or me. The battle is already won for me. Got 10,000 angels that come for me. I got that P31 for me. Shine, cause I got the sun.
Tell the homie to leave me alone. I'm trying to stay in my zone. Wake up in the morning and grind. You know that we grind in the moan. Praying it down to the gristle. The Jesus start ringing us home. You know that we bad to the grind. I told them we bad to the bone. I told them we bad to the bone. Yeah. They know that we bad to the bone. Yeah. I told them we bad to the bone. They know that we bad. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad to the bone. They know that we bad.
Yeah. I know it's been a while, miss me with all that. Yeah, I just feel like this is the one. She telling me this is the one. You tell me if this is the yeah.
I know you're gonna dig this.
I just feel like this is the yeah. You tell me if this is the one. She telling me yeah.
Check this out.
We got another one. Got to scratch a couple things off my bucket list. Hitting marks that I had set when I was just a kid. People who been rocking with me like this what you get. When you give it all and you ain't got a butt to give. When you in a deeper place but don't know what it is. But know it's better than any place that you've been before. This the life that give kids a reason to wanna live. So they ain't gotta steal no candy from the liquor store. I'm trying to use this platform for my testimony. Watch how I beat the odds, you ain't got a metronome me. How many rappers does it take for him to get the glory? How many Davids were anointed before he was born? All that talent you wasting, don't blame it on the system. You talk to God but you walking like he don't never listen. I got the power in Jesus that gave me confidence to stomp around my enemy like Ali versus Sonny Liston. Yeah, I can't forget forget to mention. But shout out all of the people that gave me intervention. Shout out to Jesus and Daddy and Mommy and Kevin and Corey and Caleb and Mickey and Jackie, my closest siblings. Others too, man, I still loved you even when you did it. And all my friends that help me see that I'm a little different from who I was. At least I peep it when I'm in the spirit. I got the gift of tongues, no wonder this is how I'm spitting. People claiming I'm changing, I'm glad they see a difference. I'm a pastor now, I'm focused on a different mission. I'm trying to see the hungry eating like they own the kitchen. I'm trying to see the poor living, pockets full of riches. To walk on water, my focus gotta be 2020. Can't let the windy storm distract me from the path I'm in. He told me ball, so I'm working like it's a freaking movie. And watching things that I prayed for really happening. Dropped a lot of weight, the relationship wasn't good for us. Focused on rebuilding it, fixing it, but it didn't work. Learned that I was stubborn and selfish, like when I put them in the record and said, heck it, I didn't care if they said it hurt. All the views, I'm amused, I'm the people's puppet. People all around the globe telling me they love it. What's that mean if the cost is the people it mentions? I gotta do it for his glory, not for the attention. I just feel like this is the one. Tell me if this is the one. She telling me this is the one. You agree that this is the one. I just feel like this is the one. You tell me if this is the one. She telling me this is the one. You agree that this is the one. Man, I'm ready cause we closer now than other years. I'm on the rise and I'm shining cause I love it here. For a while I was stuck but now it's pretty clear that my heart on these records is what they wanna hear. 2019 is the year it all happens. I'm not rapping, I'm giving people my life in action. I'm giving Jesus the glory so he don't ever ask me. Long as he happy, I'm happy. Don't get it twisted, suckers.
Like I'm not saying that Popo or Poo-Poo, but there's no guarantee they won't shoot you. No, God watching me like I'm Hulu. People look at me like who knew? She think that I'm famous, she walk up like who you? But I see her tracks like a choo-choo. Man, if I'm not the one, I'm you too. We not the ones that you're used to. We do this for us, we don't care if they buy. Reaper rappers done the FUBU. Man, I got my freedom back. Feel like Mary after she got Jesus back. Ain't nobody there, but we got on our black. Quick to judge me like a cheetah tag. They believe the lies and ignore the facts. I'ma call her up and tell Tina that my name Table Turner. We related, Jack. She want me to sing, I don't need the rap. It's a hot.
Hey, hold on, man, here we go one more time. Can't even phone no mind. Never gonna get me blind. Never gonna hit rewind. You ain't gotta worry about me and mine, cause we gon' be just fine. Put us in the dark, we shine. Cause you wanna know where it's kind, yes sir. But you better break it down with your family first. Look at my drip, I'm quenching thirst. I'ma thank God from good to worse. He ain't even wanna get reimbursed. Sheesh. Tell him we come in peace. Gotta go overseas. Whole lot of fans in Greece. Anytime you see few, but you gon' see my crew. Still got a truck on zoo. Feeling like deja vu. 1KL for life. 116 unite. Some folks saying I changed up. I ain't gonna lie, you right.
Yeah, double the price of the week. Yeah. Price of the got him. You know the trap on the move. I got a tat on. You know the trap on the move. I got a tat on my knee. I had to work on my patience. I had to cut some ties, I got no time for complacent. You don't deliver, you like DiGiorno's. She want my babies, I'm like, no. I've been on the D-Lo, can't find me like Nemo. They wanna take my stilo, I take it back like Debo. I'm not afraid to get mine, raise my prime, pay my for sure. I've been
Yeah, I my way. My way. Fixx not yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Fixx not your yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Fixx not your my way. What I want in a day, it don't matter anyway. I'm gonna do it my way. For the doors and chase. Ooh, I'm stuck in my waist. Ooh, I'm stuck in my waist. Oh, it's out my way. Fed out my way. I ain't gotta act different. Let a boy. I ain't seen white gripping. He's like, cause everybody tipping. Go my house on my chillers. Little Mike. I ain't gotta act different. Let a boy. Let a boy. I ain't gotta act different. I ain't super white crippin'. These niggas, everybody crippin'. Got my house full of chillers. Lil' Mike, he was pickin'. I ain't got no moves, cause I ain't got no sons. I be treating for millions, so I can help other children. But the system kill them, but these drugs steal them. They don't treat me like a king, but I know I'm royalty. And I did it my way, can't take it from me. Yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Yeah, I did it my way. Fixx natural my way.
Now hear this.
Now hear this.
Lord, I need you some more. Lately I'm tripping, lately I'm slipping, lately I'm drifting. Nothing like I was before. Used to make you sure, used to stay in your word. Spirit disturbed, like it's been so long ago. Now when I knew that you had what I need, and I used to play my position, and I used to follow your lead. You used to tell me you got it. I take a seat, fall back and retreat. Tell me. I take a seat, fall back and retreat. Tell me you got it. Tell me you got it. I take a seat, fall back and retreat. I was as blessed as can be. Nothing compared to your peace. But where did it go? I promise you I had a little high and a little low. And I promise I done tried by everything that I know. And that was a no. Let me so. Low. I done tried it all before. Hands and knees to the floor. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know, Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. Lord, I need you some more. There's no other place to go. Only thing that I know, Lord, I need.
In the mix, it's DJ Mixed-to-Fab.
Yeah. Fade away. Yeah, this ain't on the day to day. Go gorilla like back in that. Fade away. It's for infinity, y'all. Never gonna fade away, y'all. Right. Fade away. Right. Fade away. Go gorilla like back in that.
Show 'em how it's done, homeboy.
Use this gospel for protection. It's a hard road to heaven. Put our faith. King of the kingdom, our demons are trembling. Holy angels defending. In the Father, we put our faith.
How could he not be the greatest? In my bed undercovers when undercovers had raided. My presence is happy belated. Fashionably late, I'm just glad that you made it. The best is yet to come, I'm just glad that you waited. They all say they real till it's time to appraise it. I seen them come and go, you only the latest. But who am I to judge? I'm crooked as Vegas.
Use this gospel for protection. It's a hard road to heaven. We call on your blessings. In the Father, we put our faith. King of the kingdom, our demons are trembling. Holy angels defending. In the Father, we put our faith.
A lot of damaged souls, I done damaged those. And in my arrogance, took a camera pose. Caught with a trunk of berry man of lows. They sing a different tune when the slammer close. From the concrete grew a rose. They give you rave talk, I give you faith talk. Blindfolded on this road, watch me faith walk. Just hold on to your brother when his faith lost.
Sleep now, I'm up on my feet now. Gave another chance, so now I gotta change my occupation. Been through trials and tribulations. Yeah, he got me, I can take it. I know it ain't gon' kill me if he with me. I know I can face it. Oh no, I can't stop my race. For toughness in my nature. Hey, I'ma getting it out. Get on my knees trying to figure it out. I gotta find a different route. Stick to the plan and then finish them out. Yeah. Hey, I can't go the penitentiary route. So them prayers, I'm sending them out. You all wound, y'all been in about.
They told you that you couldn't do it cause you're washed up. Ain't like them bad girls said you should get your sauce up. But I got this plan and you might not understand. I'ma go hard as I can, and I'm gon' be the boss of it. Just watch me do this, put no limits, only swag on it. Walk right up to the front where I belong and brag on it. Go to the top, I'ma give it all I got. Might take a lot, but we ain't gon' ever stop. I do believe I'm something special, can't take that from me. So you can say what you want, I go harder, stronger, be who I'm supposed to be. Cause I'm unstoppable, I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. I'm unstoppable, ain't no hoping and wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. Cause I can be what I want, try it if I want. Powered by the king, and he won't let me fall. I'm unstoppable, nah, he won't let me fall. No, cause I'm unstoppable. I dream about it, I go get it, that's how I do it. Not in the stars, I'm not lucky, I just pray through it. Fall on my face and I might make mistakes, but I don't let it break me, cause I'm still on my way. I do believe I'm something special, can't take that from me. So you can say what you want, I go harder, stronger, be who I'm supposed to be. Cause I'm unstoppable, I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. I'm unstoppable, ain't no hoping and wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. Cause I can be what I want, try it if I want. Powered by the king, and he won't let me fall. I'm unstoppable, nah, he won't let me fall. No, cause I'm unstoppable. Come what may, I rest in his safety. Winds may blow, waves won't overtake me. Tears in my eyes, but I'm still gon' survive. Cause he's incredible, he's powerful, and I will rise from the bottom cause he said so. Cause I'm unstoppable, I get all the way in it. That's the way I was made, and I'm up on my business. I'm unstoppable, ain't no hoping and wishing. Say a prayer, catch a wave, then I go out and get it. Cause I can be what I want, try it if I want. Powered by the king, he won't let me go. Unstoppable, he won't let me go.
Sometimes it takes the bad days to appreciate the good ones. But no matter what, but you just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Winning. To every winner, every champion, every overcomer. This song is for you. That feel real good. This song. Everywhere I go, I take my G's. Everywhere I go, I take my G's. I take my
No reason to fear. I got Jesus on my side. I got that.
They can't stop you. They can't stop you. No, they can't stop you. They can't stop you.
No reason to fear. I got Jesus on my side. I got that.
They can't stop you. They can't stop you. No, they can't stop you. They can't stop you.
Everybody's asking why you always laughing when there is no reason to smile.
To smile.
And everybody's saying, why do you keep praying? Things ain't changed for you in quite a while. When I think of all the stuff I had to go through just so I could be here today,
my Lord,
it always reminds me, go ahead and be thankful, cause I know my blessings on
my blessings on the way. Yeah, the Bible never said that the weapons wouldn't form, you know. They might form, but they won't prosper. Yeah, just keep winning. Just keep winning. Just keep winning. Winning.
Let the whole church say amen. Living life day by day, man. Say, man. Jesus' name we pray, man. They know where we come from, yeah. Who finna run from, yeah. Who finna run from Satan? Not me, don't you need it. I know the pain reliever. Still with the finest keepers. And we gon' blow your speakers. Hey, never gon' get amnesia. We ain't gon' turn no breather. Gotta say thank you, Jesus. Cause I know I got that.
No fear, I got Jesus on my side, yeah. I got that, I got that. Let's go. Every time you look up,
every time you look up, you will see me.
Run that back like, yeah.
Every time you look up, you will see me.
Hey, look up.
Every time you look up, you will see me.
Run that back like, yeah.
Every time you look up, you will see me.
Look up, yeah.
Look up, you will see me.
Every time you
look up, you will see me.
Tell them like, look up, yeah. Oh, every time you look up, look up. Greater is He that lives inside of me.
So in love,
you got greatness inside of you.
You know what they say, it's the root. I just had to change my pursuit. And now God over money is my no. The light of money makes everything okay. But the more I seem to chase, the further away I get from the one I claimed I was trying to crave. Nobody could beat the game I was trying to play. Best decision ever made, Jesus have your way. Come into my life and take all my pain away. I'll talk to your people if you tell me what to say. Let your spirit tell me exactly what to pray.
I was on the grind for the group. I fell into the loop. My prayer hit the roof. Now I'm on the grind for the truth. Let's take a moment to send prayers through the roof. Like a shooter. Bang, bang, bang. I'm a shooter. Bang, bang, bang.
I send a prayer up for everybody listening. I never stop, but I still pray for everybody wishing. I'm praying for that dope dealer listening while he whipping. Praying nice, you make it right. He really hate the life he living. The fiend he picture to, that had to sell a bike to get it. The child of that fiend that woke up and his bike was missing. I pray for the teacher dealing with these kids we raising. Give them patience and the strength it takes to keep forgiving daily. All these teens growing up facing different temptations. Put your word down and picked up YouTube's misinformation. For every child raised by a racist, let them not be influenced by the hatred. They never know it.
I was on the grind for the group. I fell into the loop. My prayer hit the roof. Now I'm on the grind for the truth. Let's take a moment to send prayers through the roof. Like a shooter. Bang, bang, bang. I'm a shooter. Bang, bang, bang. If you're going through, shoot prayers through the roof. Shoot prayers through the roof. Yeah, like a shooter. I was on the grind for the group. I fell into the loop. My prayer hit the roof. Now I'm on the grind for the truth. Let's take a moment to send prayers through the roof. Like a shooter. Bang, bang, bang. I'm a shooter. Bang, bang, bang.
Kato, you way too dope, kid.
I'm in this to the end, I'm never gonna stop the push. All I have is on the line, I gotta get back what was took. Run the race and get in line, that's what was said and I'll be fine. They went and changed the clock, but you can't never change the time. This is real life, where people really deal with real strife. Family getting sick to people fighting for their own life. People struggle every day, working through pain in plain sight. Caring for the world is a job with the role of sacrifice. He's the one who took the way so you don't have to. Carry the cross to his death, but on his mind was you. They hung him high up on that cross, pierced his side and then he died. Buried him in the graves and 3 days later he's alive. What's this mean for the one who's carrying so much weight? What's this mean for the son who wants his father every day? Everything you have should be buried in a grave, cause when he got up, he made us first in the race. This is all we got, man. No matter where you at in life, just make sure that you know that the King of Kings got your back. No matter what you go through, he's always there for you. Yeah.
Welcome back. You tuned back into the Fixx, your source of faith-infused hip-hop, R&B, and poetry. This came off a music set, and that last track we just played was from the Fixx's own A. Jones.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk to the people, man. Tell the people about the music, man. Talk to the people. Tell them about what's up and coming, man. Break down that track. Let the people know what you got.
Yeah, man. Honestly, bro, man, that one came from like just a place where I just felt the need to get back to my roots. It was definitely it's been a struggle for writing. My pen hasn't been as sharp because I've been doing other things, and I've just been getting back to my roots of why I started doing this in the beginning, man. I started producing, I started engineering because I wanted to produce for myself, because I wanted to get stuff out to the world. So like I had to really let people know, like, man, this is not for play. Like, this is for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's not about the music. It's not even about making $1 from anything that we do, man. It's legit about the message. And I'm in this to the end. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm in this to the end. I'm never gonna stop the push. All I got is on the line, and I don't care what got it took. You know what I'm saying? Run the race and get in line. That's what was said, and I'll be fine. Like, people said so many times, like, "Oh, you'll be good if you just push through." And it's like, yes, I will be good, and I'll be good because the King of Kings got me at all times, and he got me to the end. So that was just like a little random record, man, that it was supposed to be the intro to my album, but I've been doing this thing, man, where I just been grabbing YouTube beats and just rapping over them. And then if I like the record, I'll take the acapellas and then make the beat around the acapellas. And then yeah.
No, that's fire though. That's fire though.
And then that actually launched the pre-order for my single that's dropping June 5th, which is gonna be crazy. That was
okay. Talk about that single. What are we dropping June 5th? Tell the people.
So June 5th, man, we dropping Venting. Dope record. I produced
what?
It.
It's called what?
It's called Venting.
Oh, is it smoke on this one? I mean, come on. With a title like that, now come on.
I wrote this record, man, just to get people hip, and I'm in a space where I gotta be very, very transparent at this point. And I'll definitely make sure you get it, bro. Just before, but I think I already sent it. I might have already sent it.
You did.
Okay, but it's just a record, man, that I'm just like, yo, I'm pouring my heart. I was in a place where February 27th, I lost my job, like fired, off it. You get what I'm saying? And I was at this place for two years, really pouring out my all in. And it's like the record talks about, yo, it's not your fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though this is you saying like da 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 da, you had nothing to do with this. You had nothing to do with you telling me to leave. You telling me to leave. It was God's plan. And that, like, it was in his will, you know what I'm saying? And I got a line in there. I said, I know that you're sorry, but it was in his will, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yo, it don't matter. I get you. I forgive you because I gotta forgive you because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's not about you at all. It's not about you. It's not even about me. It's about him. So that's what that record is really talking about, man. And it's me being very transparent about that transition, you know.
So how long before we have a full project? I know you're dropping a single, but I know you got enough to put a full project together. You just be holding back, man.
So I will drop the gem right here just for you, Focus, because this is home. This is, I feel at home. I am dropping a single. I don't have my phone in front of me. I'll pull up a calendar, but I'm dropping a single June 5th. And then 2 weeks after June 5th, I'm dropping another single, a record called This Is It. And then 2 weeks after June 5th, so that's going to drop June 19th. And then July 3rd, I'm dropping my third single, which is a feature with the homie Kyle Ringer. And then hopefully the EP will be done by that time. And I will be promoting to drop August 1.
Promoting to drop August 1.
That's the game plan. But the homie Isaiah, Zay, he's dropping. You ain't even hip. He got a single coming out on the 19th, and he's dropping his EP July 1.
No, I wouldn't know because y'all keep me out the loop,
Oh, we
only connected to the hottest DJ in Cleveland and CHH, but y'all just keep me out the loop. Like, yeah,
I got you, bro.
I get press release kits dropped from people in Memphis and you know what I'm saying, Houston, Atlanta. I'm right here. You can come knock on my door.
I got you, brother.
All right, that's good stuff though. I'm glad Isaiah about to drop too as well. And all right, so you said you just doing a single. Are you doing a project with Kyle, or are you doing a single with?
No, so there's just a single dropping with Kyle. We got a record called Ride the Wave. So like I said, there's 3 records that I'm dropping in June. The Venting record is the first one. This Is It, and then Ride the Wave is going to be the final one. That's going to springboard for 2 projects, which is an EP and a mixtape.
Okay, I got this crazy idea too as well, and I'm cool with running it by you on there. I don't care if people can listen. I got this crazy idea for us to start doing these YouTube freestyle battles. It's a crazy idea.
What does that mean?
YouTube freestyle battles.
Why would you do a YouTube
CHH artist?
Why would you do a YouTube freestyle battle when you have a super producer on your team that can just make a beat?
No. So I'm just talking about. I ain't talking about the beat part of it. I'm just talking about getting CHH artists together to kind of battle on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know why it's coming to me with the YouTube, or it might even be on the Zone. But just in general, almost like a little freestyle.
You know, the Zone is on YouTube, right?
Yes, I did know that. So yes, still pushing it from the YouTube platform more.
This is why I don't go on air, man, because I
no, it's okay. You know, my thing is this. You know me. I'm okay when I make a mistake, and you know, it's all good. But yeah, I'm thinking about starting to put that out there. I mean, I might put together something to start emailing and reaching out to different artists. I think that'd just be super dope, man. Bring back like that. I don't know if you remember the basement type feel, Rap City in the basement.
Yep.
Bring like that feel back, but we can still do it. You know what I'm saying? Via, you know, not you know what? And I don't even really want to call it a battle, but just more of a freestyle type, like little, you know what I'm saying, session, if that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
Because I think that'd be super dope. And I was just thinking about you and Kyle, like maybe starting it off. You know what I'm saying? I think you and Kyle should start it off.
Kyle don't rap.
Huh?
Kyle doesn't rap. He just raps when I tell him to. No, I'm messing with
Kyle definitely raps. Kyle definitely raps.
He definitely raps.
That first project he put out was gold. I don't know why.
So he's doing a live recording June 7th. So he's doing a live recording on Sunday. It's going to be super dope, man. I'm excited.
No, please tell me.
Photos for it.
Want to get your closing thoughts, man, on the interviews, man. I know you were in the background doing your thing, but what was your first take on Fro, man, the artist we interviewed first?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I was legit in the background. I was moving around, and you know what I'm saying. I'm in Pittsburgh. For all those that don't know, back home doing some moves. But yeah, bro, I really didn't get a chance to hear it here.
Okay, no, I thought he was super dope. I thought he touched on a lot of things within the genre that needed to be touched on. He spoke specifically that it should be ministry driven first. We kind of debate and talk about that a lot on the show too as well. It should be ministry driven first. We talked a lot about just in general on it being tough to build or connect with different artists within it because some artists move, you know, differently than how he moves.
Oh, absolutely. That's a given. That's big facts.
That's big facts.
Big
you
facts.
Said what I, oh, okay. Yeah. He said, you know, God has called him to street ministry. So that's a big thing for him that he likes to do the street ministry aspect of it. He likes to be in the neighborhoods, connecting with the people, walking with the people. And I'm not saying that other artists are not doing it, but I just know from what Fro said, that's specifically where God has him at right now. So yeah, I thought that was a dope interview. Him talking about that part of it, also talking about just in general, the content that's being put out within CHH. You know, the track we played, Disappointment. He talking a lot, and you know, he talking a lot on it. So if you haven't listened to it, Fro has a new project out called Street Preacher Volume 1. Go check it out. We played
it's called track. What?
It's called Disappointment. I'll send it to you. It's in your app. So yeah, you get a chance, vibe to it. But I think the content, what he's talking about on there is more valuable than anything. So yeah, definitely excited, man. Definitely appreciate Fro rocking with us. Definitely follow him on social media and go download his music. We also had a great interview with my dude, Trey Lewis, man, from right here in Cleveland, Ohio. Professional basketball player, played in the NBA, also plays right now overseas. He started his career too as well within the rap industry too as well. So, you know, looking for good things out of Trey too as well. He got a banger out too as well. So definitely looking to probably play that next week on the show too as well, man. Show my dude Trey some love. So yeah, I'm excited, man. I got a lot of things coming down the line that we're gonna do, Z. We just taking it day by day, being safe until we can get back to somewhat of a normal life.
Bro, this is normal. This is normal.
Look, so let's be clear. This is normal for you. You know what I'm saying? You like to be in the shadows. Call you Batman or something. You know what I'm saying?
I like play the background, okay? Call me Sea Light. I play the background.
Sea Light. You went way back calling Andy Sea Light. If you knew you were saying that right now. Who's that guy on that show talking, call me Sea Light? No one knows. Yeah, only the OG CHH artists know that. Like, yeah, you have to know about that. Yeah. Hey, man, we definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us again today. Definitely hope you guys enjoyed the show today. We still got giveaways going, so go to our social media pages and follow us for all giveaways. We're actually working on probably starting some cell phone giveaways. We've been doing a lot of sneakers, a lot of Air Jordans, a lot of Yeezys. We're probably going to do a couple cell phone giveaways coming up, so definitely follow us on Instagram, the Fixx_radio. That's DAFIXX_radio. On Facebook, it's the Fixx Radio Show. On Twitter, it's the Fixx Radio Show. Definitely follow us. That's the best way to hop in any one of our giveaways is via social media. We got some other stuff coming up too as well. We got merch coming too as well. Merch is coming real soon. A lot of people have been emailing me and DMing me, say, hey, where can I get some hoodies, some shirts, t-shirts from? We got merch coming.
I don't have none yet. So if I ain't got none, y'all ain't got one.
You lying on air?
All I got is a t-shirt.
No, you said you didn't have nothing. So
I was talking about the hoodie. I said I ain't got none. I was talking about I ain't got none hoodies.
You definitely will have a hoodie. This dude, really? That's what you just do? Just no pressure, no pressure. Yes, you'll have a hoodie, Z. But for everybody else who looking to purchase a hoodie, or purchase a t-shirt, and I'm working on hats. And I'm hoping I can get these snapback hats jumping. But I know for
shout out B-Stars, we still need a sponsorship.
Right. The Fixx Radio Show always needs sponsorship. If you want to sponsor the Fixx Radio Show, always email us at thefixradioshow@gmail.com. Go to our social media platforms. Contact information is always in the bio. Follow us on all platforms. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all too as well. We're starting our Spotify playlist back again. So if you're an artist out there listening and you want to get your music on our playlist, DM us, email us. We're going to start curating a nice playlist on Spotify. So you definitely want to rock with us. We got some things coming down. We got more hot interviews on the way. Remember, stay focused on turning your negative into a positive. Jesus is the answer. Kingdom advancement. The Fixx is in. We out.